Although enslaved Africans were freed, the rise of Jim Crow created and maintained racial segregation nationwide. In many communities like Richmond, restrictions and discriminatory real estate practices relegated blacks to the worst parts of town. This 1937 map of Richmond highlights more and less valuable neighborhoods. The color red indicates neighborhoods with an undesirable population, often a code word for Negroes. The yellow color indicates marginal and degrading neighborhoods. Notice that many of today's public housing units are built in those same red neighborhoods of yesteryear.
So much of the public housing or affordable housing that they paid for was awful. I mean, some of the public housing in the Housing Authority was built back in the earlier part of the 60s and 70s. They were built so that whenever a family moved out, they could hose it out like a pig pen.
Federal Housing Administration money, the GI Bill, and highway construction money fueled post-World War II growth of suburbs and the movement of commerce away from the city. The construction of I-95 in Richmond displaced 7,000 people and businesses, representing 10% of the black community.
Well, when I was growing up, you were pretty much contained in an all-black world. I lived here on the north side of Richmond, and within a block we had basically everything we needed. The local grocery store, local restaurant, local pharmacy, all black-owned businesses.
There's no question there is a lack of affordable housing. And let me just say decent affordable housing, that people where they want to live, they're not afraid to live. We need more rental housing. We need affordable rental housing. Every administration we've had for 50 years, they're all for home ownership. Well, I'm for that too. But that's not what everybody needs right now. Often good rental housing is the first step to home ownership.
What kind of community do we want to build for ourselves and for others?